Good day and welcome to Football Manager 2021 with me, Bob. It's the Community Challenge with Sunderland. We didn't get promoted. We are in League One for our second season. But let's have a look at the transfers that we were going to do. At the end of the season we managed to move on Charlie Wick, Will Harris, Embleton, Winchester. And then we also managed to sell O'Neill, Grigg, Maguire and a couple of youngsters. What we also managed to do was... we managed to release lots of players as well. All the ones that we were going to release, we released. So yeah, they're all gone. We also brought in a few players. We haven't spent big. As you can see, we've sold and bought 750k. We brought in a first choice goalkeeper in Elliott, who's been injured a bit. We brought in a new left back who's been injured a bit. We brought in a backup left back who's been injured a bit. We brought in Geordie Highwuller, a forward who wasn't injured. Backup right back, which allowed us to move on O'Neill. And then a first choice right back in Jan Valerie, who's unhappy that we're not playing him as a wing back. Something we had to change. Our third choice goalkeeper is someone who's crap, because I didn't want to spend money. We signed Sam Hughes. We wanted a centre back. We missed out on about 3 options. We got Sam Hughes in. He can also play in centre mid if we need him to. Jake Kane, first of our centre mid options. He's a tricksy, decent passer in sort of centre mid who can play in the wide positions as well. We brought in Adam Forshaw, which is a bit of a risk. We were looking short on centre mids and the season was approaching. So another good passer, deep line playmaker. I like him in real life, and so does Marco Bielsa. So Marcelo Bielsa of Leeds, he likes him in real life as well. So I thought, how can Bielsa ever be wrong? Hey, so we signed him. We brought back Joe Gelhardt. We signed another 2 centre mid options as well, who can play wide positions if required, and have. They're the signings we brought in. I didn't want to bring back Joe Gelhardt. We also got Moller as well, but we decided to bring back Gelhardt as well, just for a bit of extra cover, because once again we missed a few targets that we wanted. Finances. The money is pretty much even what's gone in and left the club. In actual fact, we brought in money at the end of the season as well. So we've actually sold more than we've brought in. So our finances do show that. We've still got 1.4 to spend. And we've got 37 grand a week in the wage budget still left to spend. So will we need that in January? We're in October, so you'll be seeing now that we have played some games. We're top of the league. Isn't that nice? We'll need to keep that going. And look, Joe, our top goal scorer, 10 goals. 9 in the league after 5 games. So I was saying that he wasn't the answer in the last episode, and it turns out he might be. We did have a rough start though. After 2 games, we were last. What happened with that? Well, we got off to a bad start against Plymouth. Using our 4-4-2. And we had the ball, but we weren't great. Now, I've spoken about not signing a second sort of like senior goalkeeper. Well, our keeper had a bad game. Actually, we're so far pushed up. He really needs to be a super sweeper keeper there. There is so much space. He's really not a sweeper keeper though. Interesting. I've never really looked at that. But I looked at our front line a lot last season, and I just thought this doesn't look right, but I never really changed it. So we did change it. We changed the whole formation in the Charlton game. And then Max Power got himself off after quarter of an hour, which kind of made things worse. And then Rob Elliott had another bad game. But yeah, we did end up changing the formation. Now, we didn't change much in the formation. We just switched around our advanced forward and our deep line forward the other way round. And also we made a box-to-box midfielder, a ball-winning midfielder, just to try and win the ball a bit more in the centre of the park. Those two changes seem to have made a lot of difference to the team. Also, Valerie, because he's whinging that he wants to be a wing back, we made him a wing back. We'll see how this works out. Yeah, I'm kind of worried, but we'll just pick Wickham. So those two changes to the team, not anything major, just two little tweaks. And another game where we dominate the ball as we normally do, and it's less clumped up now. The inside winger isn't right on top of his forward. We've still got the interplay around here, we've got triangles available. But yeah, it just seems to make a bit more sense. I may need to do something with the other forward, because maybe they can both go more advanced. I'm not sure. But yeah, it looked a lot better. So yeah, that's kind of where we've been. We lost in the cup to Everton. I won't go into too much detail here. Hawilla missed a couple of good opportunities. We had better XG and lost on penalties. Not much else to say about that. But we've been going well. We are out of the Carabao Cup round early, but as I say, lost to Everton, not so bad. Threw in the Papa John's trophy, which is good. And despite losing 6 points after our first two games, we have risen up the leagues. It's only that draw in the middle of these last 5 games that we actually deserved to lose that game, and we managed to sneak a draw. That was pretty heartbreaking, actually. As we look at the Lincoln game, we managed to get an 88th minute, what I thought was going to be a winner in a game that we didn't deserve to win. And yeah, Lincoln came back, which is sad. But yeah, we're going to do okay, I think. I'm going to try and blast through and do as much of this season as I can in the next day or two. And we'll come back to you when we're maybe halfway through the remaining bit of the season. Alright, I hope you've enjoyed today, and I'll catch you in another one. And catch me on stream. It's Kozabob on Twitch. Okay, links in the description. Have a great day, and adios. Ciao.